Okay, so this is a really big marble run.
Welcome to the sequel of one of my favorite marble race tournaments I've ever done. I really enjoyed making the first one, so I'm not sure why it took almost 2 years for me to make another one, but here we finally are. As you can see, we have a whopping 40 competitors competing in our second ever sprint tournament. In each of the rounds, basically, groups of 5 marbles or 4 marbles, depending on, which round of the tournament it is, will, of course, go down this long sprint course, and the objective is to travel as far as you possibly can this way. And this is a very important tournament for these competitors because this is the very last marble race of Season 7 before the Tournament of Champions. As you can see from the roster, we only have 1 spot left in the Tournament of Champions roster for Season 7. And also the winner of this tournament will also get the truly one-of-a-kind Cube trophy, because why not? Speaking of trophies, in my last video, the outdoor marble race, because it was a mini tournament, I was supposed to give the winner, the marble that won't go easy on you, a trophy, but I forgot. So, fittingly, Tim Twagoy is gonna receive the I Forgot About Your Existence trophy, or IFAYE. Yeah, I'm very good with acronyms. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started with the first match. And here's a look at our track before we get started. By the way, in each of these heats, the 2 marbles that travel the farthest distance will move on to the next round, while the other 3 will be eliminated. And in this first heat, we have Snowflake, Crimson, Lion, Flaming Lights, and a brand new marble, Earth Swirl. And they are off. Let's see who can make it the farthest through this course. Looks like Snowflake's gonna come in first, followed by our new marble, Earth Swirl, and looks like they're most likely going to be the 2 moving on. Unless, oh, nope, never mind. Flaming Lights can't quite get past that block there. And because of that, Snowflake and Earth Swirl are the first 2 marbles moving on to the next round. For our second heat, we have Candy Cane, Autumn Leaves, Exoplanet, Sharktooth, and Blue Moon, who hasn't appeared in a while. And they're off. Let's see what's going to happen this time. Looks like it's going to be Exoplanet coming out first, but he's stumbling a bit on the obstacles here, and we got a lot of collisions. Looks like Candy Cane got a huge boost from Sharktooth there, and oh my gosh, look at that. Autumn Leaves, just by half an inch, managed to get ahead of Sharktooth, but it could not have been any closer. And those are your 2 competitors moving on. In our third heat, we have Cat's Eye Orange, Wild West, Seaweed, Triple Cat's Eye, and Cherry. None of these competitors are new, but Wild West is actually a new name. I've been renaming a lot of marbles lately. Anyways, looks like we have Cat's Eye Orange in the lead so far, with Wild West coming to a halt pretty quick. Cherry zooms past Wild West really quick, but uh-oh, he's rolling backwards, and looks like for some reason he rolled backwards, and he crossed behind Triple Cat's Eye, and because of that, Triple Cat's Eye is going to be moving on. Physics does some really stupid things sometimes. Halfway through the qualification round, we have Slimeball, Cactus, Stained Glass, Blue Star, and Marshmallow. Let's see who will prevail this time. Very close competition already, but the real action hasn't started yet. Now it has. Oh, look at that. Neck and neck here. Blue Star and Cactus put themselves in very good positions here. Unless, look at Stained Glass. He's trying to get past Cactus. Can he do it? Oh, for a second there. Oh, not quite. He got past Cactus, and then he just rolled back. I don't know why they keep doing that. Anyways, that means Cactus and Blue Star are the next marbles moving on. Well done. Alright, this is heat number 5. We have Pastel, Ruby, Reflection, Fireball, and Palm Tree. Those are 2 marbles right there that don't appear much on this channel, just because they're too big to fit on most of the tracks. I'm talking about Fireball and Reflection, by the way. And Fireball's the first marble to make it to the sprint course. Ooh, but he smacked up against that block there. Pastel successfully dodges it and almost makes it to the very end of the course. He's definitely moving on. And Palm Tree manages to make it ahead of Ruby by a few inches, and he's also going to be moving on. Unfortunately, the 2 forgotten marbles were not able to stay in the spotlight, but they'll be back again another time. This is heat number 6. We have Tiger, Chili Pepper, Red Runner, Cat's Eye Yellow, and Cat's Eye White. Yeah, we have quite a lot of Cat's Eye marbles in this tournament. I promise they're not filler, they're just other competitors. And here goes Tiger. Looks like he went too far down and hit a block. But Chili Pepper completely destroys them in this run. I don't think anyone's gonna get past them. As I say that, it almost happens here. Looks like Red Runner almost got past him, but it was more than good enough to move on. And these two competitors made it very far, and they are advancing to the next round. Alright, for a second to last heat for the first round, we have Whirlpool, Rocket Fuel, Neon Racer, Cat's Eye Abstract, which is a new marble, and Icicle. We got some fairly new marbles, and we got some Season 1 veterans. Looks like Icicle makes it through first pretty far, not all the way, but about halfway through. And wow, 3 other competitors, they didn't even make it as far. Oh, but look at that. Cat's Eye Abstract, our newcomer, made it very far. Uh-oh, he's rolling backwards again. This keeps on happening, and... oh, got saved by that block there. He still made it far enough to be one of the 2 marbles advancing to the next round in this group, not the whole tournament. And for the final heat of round 1, we have Frozen Ocean, Golden Fog, Classic Orange, Cat's Eye Rainbow, and Black Hole. Classic Orange is another one of those marbles that's too big to fit in most of the courses, so seeing them compete is quite a rare sight, but it's gonna be Cat's Eye Rainbow jumping off there first, and he makes it very far, but so does Golden Fog. Look at that. Things are looking good for both of them, but uh-oh, look at this. Black Hole's coming through, and he makes it all the way to the end, and because of that, Golden Fog will not be moving on. Cat's Eye Rainbow is going to beat him. And those are the last 2 marbles moving on to the second round. And that is it for the first round. We have cut the field all the way down from 40 competitors to just 16. Now, for this next round, the rules of how marbles move on are, of course, the same. However, this time we only have 4 competitors per race. And we're also making a few changes to the course, as you'll see very soon. So let's go ahead and get started with the first match for round 2. And the competitors in this first match for round 2 are Autumn Leaves, Candy Cane, Snowflake, and Earth Swirl. And the second round has officially begun. We only have 4 marbles per match now, and Autumn Leaves jumps out first with a bunch of other marbles following behind. You can see those new spinners. They didn't really spin much. And Candy Cane, oh, what the heck? He passed under Autumn Leaves, and because of that, he is not going to be moving on. And Autumn Leaves and Snowflake are the ones moving on to the next round. Alright, for our next heat, we have Whirlpool, Cactus, Cat's Eye Orange, and Triple Cat's Eye. And they're off. Let's see what'll happen this time. I feel like I've said that a lot during this video, but that's pretty normal. Anyways, Triple Cat's Eye currently in the lead. Oh, not anymore. He got trapped in that corner there. Whirlpool was ahead of him, but now he rolled back. And I think that might allow Triple Cat's Eye to move on. Yes, it will, actually. Triple Cat's Eye and Cactus are the marbles advancing to the next round. Alright, here's Heat 3. We have Red Runner, Pastel, Palm Tree, and Chili Pepper. And our second to last match for round 2 is underway. Palm Tree escapes the funnel first, but Red Runner's chasing him down. He's really trying to get ahead, and he does. He does get ahead of Palm Tree, but look at this. Oh, wow, he got rammed by Pastel, but that might have been beneficial. Oh, maybe not. Oh, wow. Red Runner almost went behind Palm Tree, and that would have meant elimination. Look at how close that was. Yeah, I have that laser pointer there. I just haven't used it until now. Anyways, those are your 2 marbles moving on. And to wrap up the second round, we have Cat's Eye Rainbow, Black Hole, Icicle, and our newcomer Cat's Eye Abstract, who has had a pretty impressive run so far. Let's see if he can keep it up. Icicle makes it out of there first, but the other marbles are right behind him. Black Hole's trying to chase him down, but he hits the spinner. And Tide Pod completely avoids collisions and makes it way farther than everyone else. And it looks like, once again, Cat's Eye Abstract has really not disappointed us this tournament. He's once again going to be moving on. Hey guys, future me here. I've noticed after I recorded this tournament that it was a mistake for me to put Icicle in this tournament roster because he already made it to the Tournament of Champions. So therefore, he's not supposed to appear again until the Tournament of Champions. Oh well, I guess it's a good thing he got eliminated. And with that, round 2 is officially over. We now only have 8 marbles left in this competition. We only have 2 heats this time, however, the rules for the actual races are the same. The 2 marbles that make it the farthest will advance to the finals. So with that out of the way, let's get started with the first match of the semifinals. From left to right, our competitors are Snowflake, Autumn Leaves, Cactus, and Triple Cat's Eye. And the madness continues, and we have a very interesting new obstacle added to the course here. For the first time ever, we got dominoes that the marbles actually interact with. And looks like the marbles that made it the farthest are Blizzard and Cactus. By the way, any dominoes that fall over will be permanently removed from the arena, so there will be gradually less and less of them. And for the last match of the semifinals, we have Red Runner, Pastel, Cat's Eye Rainbow, and Cat's Eye Abstract, who has just been completely unstoppable this whole tournament so far. But will he actually be able to keep that up? We're about to find out. Pastel and Red Runner are already in a very tight race here, but it looks like Pastel's momentum has stopped, and now everyone else is passing him. And look at Cat's Eye Abstract, completely destroying the competition as usual, and Red Runner just ends up right behind him on the other side of that domino, and they're the ones moving on. And that's it for the third round. We are now at the very last round of the tournament, the finals, featuring 4 competitors, which are sort of going to be competing all at once. Instead of it being just a duel, this final round is sort of going to be an elimination tournament. Basically, these 4 marbles will compete on the track once again. However, in each race, the marble that travels the least distance, just that one marble, will be eliminated. And we keep doing this until only one marble is left. And that marble will, of course, win the Cube Cup and be the last marble advancing into the Season 7 Tournament of Champions. So right now, the last remaining competitors are Cat's Eye Abstract, Red Runner, Snowflake, and Cactus. Let's see who's gonna win it. We're down to the last 4 competitors, but we're going to be crunching the numbers even more soon enough. And Red Runner's taking a long time to get out of that track there, but he could still make it farther than the other competitors, and it looks like he just did. Cactus is going to be the first marble eliminated from the finals. But hey, he'll get in 4th place, that's still pretty good. But it's not enough to win. And now we are down from 4 to 3 for our second to last race for this tournament. Cat's Eye Abstract is the farthest behind, but really that's not too much of a red flag. They could still make it, but the other marbles are making it very far. Look at that. Oh my gosh, Cat's Eye Abstract, is he going to make it all the way to the end? Yes, he is. Wow. Again, he's just the marble that never disappoints. And Red Runner made it pretty far as well, but that means we have to say goodbye to Snowflake. And that brings us to the final match. It all comes down to Cat's Eye Abstract and Red Runner. I definitely didn't expect a newcomer to make it this far, but here we are now. Also, Red Runner has actually had a history of making it to the final round in multiple races. Let's see if he can finally make it to the Tournament of Champions, or if our newcomer will for the first time ever. These competitors are about to give their all. Here goes Cat's Eye Abstract for his very last jump. How far can he make it? About halfway, but here comes Red Runner. Oh, he's almost got past him, and... oh, but Red Runner rolls back, and because of that, Cat's Eye Abstract is our champion, and is going to be the last marble advancing to the Season 7 Tournament of Champions. All in his very first competition. And that is finally it for all the preliminary races and tournaments before the Tournament of Champions, which is coming up next. As you can see, we now have the last marble advancing to the Tournament of Champions, which is the brand new marble Cat's Eye Abstract. And Cat's Eye Abstract will also receive the Cube Cup, but again, trophies won't have a purpose until the ultimate finale at the end of the series. And here we have the roster, ladies and gentlemen. After 9 months, we finally have the full roster for the biggest Tournament of Champions yet. So anyways, that's it for this pretty big tournament. Thank you guys for watching this, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the Tournament of Champions. Goodbye.